Radio Broadcasting Corporation, Radyo Inquirer, 990 AM. Kasapi ng KBP. Naglilingkod, nagbabalita, may paninindigan. Radyo Inquirer, 990 AM.
Mga kabataan, power up your Saturday.
Just do it!
Makitrending. Mag-shout out.
Be connected!
Nasa FB ka man o Twitter, Instagram o Google+, impossible is nothing. Dito, di ka na mauhuli sa uso. We love it! Join ka na! Your potential is our passion. Be inspired. Be informed. Be involved. Be empowered. It's the real thing. Voice of the Youth Radio.
Voice of the Youth Radio.
Voice of the Youth Radio.
Makinig sa Voice of the Youth Radio. Sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Saturdays 3 PM.
Think differently!
I-like mo na. I-share mo pa.
Voice of the Youth Radio! Sigaw na!
Voice of the Youth Network. Informing, inspiring, involving and empowering the Filipino youth worldwide.
Initiating startup sequence.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Voice of the Youth Radio is back.
Voice of the Youth.
VOTY Network brings you once more Voice of the Youth Radio.
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 Now on its 10th year.
Even louder and more powerful. Via Inquirer Radio.
Voice of the Youth Radio.
It's the newest and most trending show on radio. Know the latest in technology. Engage in the most awesome advocacies. And meet the coolest young Pinoys. Power up and share your voice. Hashtag VOTY Radio. Every Saturdays 3 p.m. on Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Voice of the Youth Radio! Sigaw na!
The Filipino youth is the kindler of beneficial knowledge. They are the pioneers of effective communication that seek to convey transformation in many facets of the society. They are the significant message, the influential medium, and the most desired effect. We are the power. We are the voice of the youth. Welcome to Voice of the Youth Radio.
Okay, great afternoon mga kabataang Pilipino. Yes, woo! Ano, sound effects natin. Woo! Wala parang clap natin dyan na Fritz. Ayan, di ba? Yung mga imaginary friends natin na nandyan, ang dami-dami nila. Isa pong mapagpalayang araw sa inyo na naman ng Sabado. Isa na namang makabuluhang Sabado. At makakasama nyo kami sa loob ng 1.5 oras na punong-puno ng inspirasyon, motivation, involvement, and empowerment dito lang sa Voice of the Youth Radio. Ito po ang inyong Voice Master, ang Voice Master ng Pilipinas. Walang iba kung hindi si Pucholo de Leon Gonzales. Yan. Ako, alam niyo, punong-puno na naman ng mga guest ngayon dito at marami tayong mga naimbitahan at magagaling na mga motivational speaker at mga organization na mamaya mapapakinggan ninyo. At syempre, kasama ko ang aking partner dito. Walang iba kundi si Garv. Pasok, Garv.
Yes, good afternoon. Magandang hapon mga katinig. At nandito na naman tayo sa Voice of the Youth Radio para to inform, inspire, and involve, and empower the youth. Ayan. So, sa mga lahat ng nakikinig dyan, sana po ma-inspire kayo sa mga maririnig nyong programa ngayon.
Alright. So, syempre, babati rin ang ating napakasipag na coordinator dito. Walang iba kundi si Adrian.
Hello, what's up there mga katinig? Ito na naman, kahit nilalagnat, nandito pa rin dahil malamal ko yung mga listeners natin dyan. So, chillax na kayo dyan. Ito pala si Adrian Santoval.
Nilalagnat ka pa niyan, ha?
Okay, so...
Medyo kakalug-kalug tayo ngayon dito, ha? Nasaan yung mga kasama natin sa voting ngayon? Balita ko, nandun sila sa Bataan. Oo, at sila ngayon ay nasa Bataan Nuclear Power Plant.
Wow!
Sila ay tinitignan nila, sila Dan, sila Jexy, nandyan sila ngayon. Sila ay nakikinig din. Alright, so... Garv, sino bang ating guest co-host for today?
Yes, ang ating guest co-host, he is known for his highly acclaimed book, Productive Pinoy. And having achieved outstanding reviews from people in business, government, church, and media, entrepreneur.com.ph featured it as a must-read for every Pinoy entrepreneur. He has a newly published book entitled Start Something, inspired from a workshop that has helped many people start up their own businesses or advocacies. He started his first business at the age of 19 and has been an entrepreneur for 15 years and counting. Previously, he has worked as an independent contractor and supplier in different industries. Today, he is a real estate investor. He operates a portfolio of rental properties and is also engaged in renovating and selling properties. He is the founding partner of Start Learning, a learning initiative under Meaningful Work Publishing, and he has been invited to many organizations to speak about productivity, entrepreneurship, and the art of starting something. He has spoken to an audience of 30 up to 3,000 people, and as part of his advocacy, he has successfully coached budding entrepreneurs individually on how to start up their businesses. And he is an advocate of entrepreneurship, arts, and continuous learning. And so this is Mr. Yeng Remulla. Woo! Welcome to Voice of the Youth Radio, sir.
Alright, so Kuya Yeng, welcome.
Good afternoon,
Okay, medyo wala siyang... Okay, lipat ka na muna dito sa another microphone.
Tayo,
ayan. So, yan, si Kuya Yeng, no? Alam nyo, first time namin nagkita ngayon. Although kilala ko siya sa internet, pero talagang ito, nakikita ko napaka-busy tao nitong si Kuya Yeng. Kuya Yeng!
Great afternoon, ha?
Great afternoon sa'yo. Great morning nga, kasi nga, we usually say, great morning. Feeling namin kasi umaga pa lang. Ganun talaga yung energy, parang high lang. So, kamusta po, Kuya Yeng?
Ayos naman, very good.
Balita ko, galing ka ngayon sa isang event ba? Or...
Yeah, we had a training kanina.
Yan, buti naman at napaunlakan mo kami na dito sa ating programa.
Salamat at inimbitahan mo ako.
Salamat din at it's an honor for us for you to be here. Anyway, sino ba si Kuya Yeng? Yan ang gusto namin malaman.
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. What I do, I'm a real estate investor. Ginagawa ko, bumibili ako ng mga ugly houses. Tapos ni-renovate ko and then I sell it. I create value out of it. Tapos I sell it at a profit. Part of what I do also, I'm a writer. I'm an author of 2 books.
Yan. Mamaya pag-usapan natin yung mga books mo.
Yung isa, Productive Pinoy. Yung isa naman, ang title doon, Start Something.
Start Something. Maganda yan. Kasi pag wala ka naman talaga in-start, wala ka matatapos. Ganun lang kasimple yun. So, ano pa po yung mga ginagawa ni Kuya Yeng?
Part of what I do, I also teach budding entrepreneurs, mga bata pa, paano ba magsimula ng business.
Naku, tama-tama. Alam mo, dito sa aming show, meron kaming tinatawag na Youth-repreneur. Youth Entrepreneurship. Dito yan na unang na-coin dito sa ating programa. So, pwede siguro one day magkaroon tayo ng youth program or summit na pwede natin gamitin yung Youth-repreneur Summit.
Maganda idea yun.
Kasi I'm also one of the Go Negosyo Angelpreneur. Ayan, kasama natin sila Sir Concepcion, no? Tsaka si Sir Mon Lopez. So ano pa po yung mga ginagawa natin, Kuya?
Part of what I do also, I'm a father of 3 kids. So,
aba, yan ang hindi halata. Alam mo, itong si Kuya Yeng, mukha lang 23 years old pag nakita nyo to sa personal. Ganyan daw talaga nagagawa pag lagi kang masaya and inspired and you're inspiring more people. Tama ba, Kuya?
Tama. Yung panganay ko actually is 15 years old.
Oh my God, talagang youth na.
Youth na youth.
Akalain mo, maaga ka rin palang lumandi, ano? Hindi naman halata. So, ano pa yung mga ma-share mo sa mga listeners natin para mas makilala kanila ng Lubusan?
Siguro, one of the is that nung bata pa ako, maaga rin ako nagsimula. Actually, I became part of a band when I was 16. I became a part of yung band na pangalan True Faith. I toured for mga 2 years ako kasama nila.
Nasa True Faith ka, di ba?
Oo.
Ikaw yung
keyboardist ako.
Sabi ko na abay, namumukhaan ko to. Oh my God, imagine na.
Sir, kapitbahay namin sila Medwin.
Si Medwin,
oo.
Di ba? Yun yung kanta nyo?
Yeah. Pero wag mo na pakantahin kasi mahirap yun.
Tsaka yung ano pa yung...
Baka maubos ang oras natin, Kuya Choy.
Kaya, sa inyo yan, di ba?
Yes.
Meron, kayo True Faith, kami True Fake. Tunay na peke. Akalain mo ngayon ko lang nalaman yun, ba't wala dun sa introduction yan?
Oo nga.
Dapat alam, naku.
Importante yun.
Mga kababayan, nandito ang isa sa mga miyembro ng True Faith. Si Kuya Yeng. Kuya Yeng, ano pa yung mga... Kita mo, nagugulat kami sa... Ikaw pala ay parte ng True Faith. Kamusta naman ang experience mo?
Anong bata pa? Ano pa yun? Matagal na yun. Kaya medyo hindi ko na maalala masyado.
So, tumutugtog ka talaga?
Tumutugtog talaga.
So, you arrange also? Nagko-compose ka?
Before. Ngayon, I just do it. Hobby na lang. Yeah.
So, Ate Garb, may tatanong ka ba?
Wala na sa ngayon. Siguro mamaya marami may iisip.
Hindi, bali, ano ba itong mga bago mong libro? Di ba 2 na yung libro mo?
Yung una is Productive Pinoy. It's about the values. Paano ba maging productive. Yung pangalawa, ang title nun, Start Something. It's about starting anything. Kuwari, you wanna start a business, you wanna start shift into a new career, or wanna showcase your art, artist ka, and you wanna you wanna showcase it to people. So that's what the book is all about. So yun yung ganun.
So nababagay talaga to sa mga kabataan ngayon. Kasi sa totoo lang ngayon, it doesn't mean kung ano yung tinapos mo, yun yung magiging trabaho mo.
Tama.
Sa tingin ko, 99% hindi yun yung magiging trabaho mo eh.
Maraming beses malalaman mo later na. Once you try stuff.
Tsaka minsan, nagtapos ka na, nagpakadalubhasa ka pa, nung ginagawa mo na ayaw mo pala.
Oo.
May mga
after mo mag-aral ng ilang taon.
Gawin mo na yung gusto mo habang nag-aaral ka pa lang.
Tama.
Diba? Which is, yun po ang ginawa ko. Nung 16 pa lang ako, sabi ko, why should I wait until I graduate communication sa UP if I can become a broadcaster doon sa isang stasyon? Sa DZMM ako nag-start kasi as young broadcaster. 16 pa lang nagbo-broadcast
16 ka pa lang
ako.
Wow.
And then gusto ko maging voice talent, dubber. So nandun na ako sa loob. So nag-audition na ako. So bago ako mag-graduate, imagine mo, director na ako.
Wow.
So yung advantage ko sa mga klase ko, ang laki.
Wow.
Kasi andun na ako eh. Bakit, di ba? Tsaka alam ko na kagad kung ano yung gusto ko. So by the age of 21, nag-retire ako.
Galing ah.
Kasi sabi ko, nagawa ko na eh. So I have to move on and grow. So I 21, sumali ako sa SEAP, yung Ship for Southeast Asian Youth Program. Mamaya makakasama natin yung mga new delegates. It's our 40th anniversary. Imagine mo, pang 40 na, 27th SEAP ako noon. Ayan. So, Kuya Yeng, ano pa yung isa mong libro?
Yung isa, yun nga, yung Start Something. It's about starting anything, a business or an advocacy or we want to showcase your art. So, it's a call to action, yung pangalawang libro.
Call to action. Ano ba yung mga nilalaman nung... Sige nga, magbigay ka ng ilan sa mga halimbawa niyan.
One siguro sa kabataan, no? Ang magandang sa youth, no?
Yung bagay na bagay.
Isa sa mga yung don't underestimate yourself because you're young. If you look at it, pag tinignan mo yung history ng ng mga businessmen, 'di ba ngayon pag nag-hire, pag gusto mo magtrabaho, kailangan experience ka, yun ang titingnan sa iyo, mga resume mo. Pero pag tinignan mo yung history, makikita mo yung mga entrepreneur na made the mark in their industries are young businessmen.
Tama. Ngayon, yung mga kabataan ngayon, magugulat ka. One of my friend, 31 years old pa lang siya, billionaire na siya.
Wow, galing.
With the name of Joseph Calata.
Wow.
Siya yung may-ari ng Calata Corporation.
Galing.
Yan. Tsaka, kahit sa Amerika, si paring Mark.
Si paring Mark, 19 lang siya.
Natin yan.
Diba?
19?
19 siya nung nag-start siya sa Harvard dorm. 19. Si Steve Jobs was 21.
Pakita mo yan?
Diba? Si Bill Gates was 20 years old.
Tama ka.
Very, very young.
Bata talaga dapat nagsisimula ka na. Para, kumbaga, foundation mo yan eh. Kung wala kang pundasyon, ang hirap mag-start kung matanda ka na.
Tama.
So, ano pa po yung mga pwede nating share sa kanila?
Isa pa yung ang isang gusto kong share, yung make the most out of your time. Diba? Kung bata ka pa, minsan kasi pag bata ka pa, 'di ba, parang ang bilis, parang ang bagal ng oras. Pero pag matanda ka na, parang medyo bumibilis naman, 'di ba?
Wala ka ng oras.
Maghahabol ka kasi alam mo mamamatay ka na, ganun.
So I think it's very
important. Hindi pa naman.
Hindi, paano kung 80 ka na saka mag-start? Hindi naman pwede 'yon, 'di ba?
So kasi daw, sabi nila, yung brain pala natin, yung frontal lobe, nagde-develop yan from your teenage years until your 20s. So, whatever you learn within that period, madadala mo pa, yung pala yung magsaset ng pace ng future mo. Yun pala yun. Malaki pala yung impact nun dun sa kinabukasan mo.
So, sa mga kabataan, yan pakinggan nyo si Kuya Yeng. Bata pa lang, mag-start na kayo. Huwag kayong matakot dahil wala namang mawawala sa inyo eh. Ganun lang naman kasimple yan eh. Di ba, Kuya Yeng?
Yes.
Kita mo si Kuya Yeng, bata pa lang, nasa True Faith na. Ilang taon ka nag-start nun?
Ano lang ako nun, 16.
Oh, kita nyo, 16. Sikat na banda. Hayaan nyo, magtatayo tayong banda, Kuya.
Banda rito.
Banda rito, banda roon. Okay, pero bago yan, sige, marami pa tayong pag-uusapan, Kuya Yeng. You're my guest co-host for now. And before that, I would like to present to you our news for the youth.
This is OT Radio's News for the Youth.
World Teachers Day is being celebrated today, October 5, 2013. World Teachers Day is intended to be a special day of appreciation for teachers. It may include celebrations to honor them for their special contributions in a particular field or area, or to the community in general. In the Philippines, World Teachers Day is the last day of a month-long National Teachers Month, which commenced last September 5, 2013. This year's National Teachers Month was launched during the awarding of Metrobank Outstanding Filipinos. It was a month filled with various activities for teachers such as fairs, lectures, seminars, and fun competitions. The last day of celebrations is happening today with DepEd at the PhilSports Arena in Pasig City. And for some upcoming events for the youth, on October 17 to 19, the Jesse Robredo Foundation, Ateneo de Manila University School of Governance, and Gaya Natin, the Movement for Good Governance and Ethical Leadership, invites all college students in Cebu to the Youth Leadership Training Program entitled Lead Like Jesse. This is a 3-day training program for young Filipinos on introducing and applying Jesse Robredo's leadership style and training young Filipinos in Chinelas leadership. And on October 19 to 20, 2013, Gawad Kalinga Youth Volunteers, Gabaan Youth Lead, New Ground Events, and the 38th SEAP Philippines Incorporated present Nation of Heroes, the DepEd Negor Youth Summit. This is happening in Mabinay, Negros Oriental. And Teach for the Philippines invite young teachers to leave your mark by answering the question, why do I teach for the Philippines? Visit www.teachforthephilippines.org and submit your applications before October 20, 2013. And finally, on October 23 to 27, the Boris Youth Leadership Institute Incorporated will hold the first BYLI Social Science Camp at the Capiz National High School. The theme of this camp will be Social Scientists, Key Players in Nation Building. And again, this is your Youthcaster, Garb, for Voice of the Youth Radio.
News for the Youth.
Okay, welcome back. Ang dami na naman ng mga nangyayaring mga youth program sa buong Pilipinas. Alam mo ba, Ate Garb, sa lahat ng mga program na yan, speaker ako. I'll be in next week. Naku, 3 linggo po nyo kung hindi makakasama dito sa radyo.
Pero
alam nyo,
napakaswerte nila.
Ay, nako, ang magagawa ko, alam mo, may mga calling kasi minsan na hindi mo mahindian. Kasi alam mo, yung idea ng kinukuha kang speaker or ini-invite kang speaker ay halagang bagay yan. Hindi yan binibigay sa lahat ng tao. Yun nga teacher, hindi yan kinukuhang speaker, teacher na yan eh. So that means you have a very big responsibility dun sa mga taong makikinig sa'yo. So, kaya lang maraming mga speaker ako naririnig, puro tungkol sa kanila eh. Dapat about the audience. You just represent them. Always remember kapag speaker ka, the students or the audience are the king. Yan. Sila yung dapat bida dun sa mga sinasabi nyo. Anyway, alright, balik tayo Kuya Yeng. Welcome back. At andito ang meron tayong surprise dito at dumating na galing sa Slovenia. Yan. Mag-shoot. Balik punta ka sa ano.
Welcome back, Audrey.
Hi guys, I'm back here at Voti Radio.
Alright. Sige nga, kwento ka muna, Audrey. Ayan.
Hi.
Ito si Kuya Yeng.
Namiss ko kayo lahat.
Ayan.
Anyway guys, just to let you know, for the past 3 weeks, wala ako dito. At dahil nagpunta ako sa Slovenia to represent Voice of the Youth Radio and Voice of the Youth Network for my project called the Slim Waist Challenge that I told you about 4 weeks ago. So I was a participant of the Challenge Future Summit 2013 by the Challenge Future organization.
Ba, may accent ka na.
Yeah, I know. Why?
3 weeks ka na wala. You have an accent.
Yeah, I know.
Are you from the US?
So, ang ginawa namin doon ay
ano?
Sa isang linggo ay nagkaroon kami ng series of talks at nag-travel kami sa 3 cities ng Slovenia. We went to Maribor, Ljubljana, and Bled for a lot of events for 1 week, and I have learned so much things that I would like to share to all of you, pero syempre hindi kaya ng isang episode lang.
Oo nga eh.
So, maybe in the next few weeks.
Tama-tama. Pag wala ako, walang madaldal dito. Sige, you have your chance
ko sa inyo
to share
ang mga nangyari.
Pero at least, nandito ka na safe and sound. Thank you and congratulations.
Akala ko nga po mawawala na.
Congratulations for representing Voice of the Youth Network and also our country, the Philippines. And I'm so proud of you and syempre, you're so proud to be a Filipino din.
Yes. And
Kita ko, ikaw lang pinamagaling mag-English doon kasi puro French, Spanish.
Oh yes, and nanalo pala tayo ng 2nd place sa Skill Up Challenge.
Skill Up Challenge. Dapat na-feature to sa Inquirer. Pinatawagan ko ang dyaryo namin. Kami ay nasa Radio Inquirer, kaya sa nakikinig po dyan sa publication natin sa Inquirer yung newspaper natin. Sana ma-feature nyo naman itong mga kabataan na nagbibigay karangalan sa ating bayan. Hindi yung puro negatibo, alam nyo, yun na malungkot eh. Puro negative ang nilalagay nyo. Alam nyo, mas maraming positive. Hindi nyo lang pinapansin. So, dito sa ating programa, puro positibo lang pag-uusapan natin.
Papapansin kami.
Di ba, Kuya Yeng?
Tama.
So, may tanong ka ba kay Audrey?
Ano kaya yung one thing na natutunan mo during that, Yung pinaka nag-stick sa'yo?
Nag-stick sa akin is, siguro yung kasi maraming talks, pero ang pinaka nag-stick sa akin is yung mga personal talks ko with other youth ng iba't ibang bansa. Kasi, syempre, dun sa summit, marami kaming opportunity para dialogues with other youth at yung mga projects nila, yung mga passions nila, yung mga problems nila. We all share the same problems actually.
Wow.
Na iba't iba.
Sa totoo lang, nag-iba lang yung bansa eh. Tsaka yung gobyerno, siguro. Kasi yung gobyerno nila may ginagawa na solusyon. Dito ang gobyerno ang problema. Tama ba?
Kailangan solusyonan.
Hindi. Sila kasi.
So, nakakainganyo lang po na kahit sa mga mas mayayamang bansa or mas mahirap pa kaysa sa Pilipinas, kasi may mga nakilala ko from Africa, merong from mga European countries, meron silang kanya-kanyang mga problema na sinusolusyonan at hindi nila meron silang mga passion na hindi lang puro pera yung motivation. Dahil ang daming volunteers din.
Parang tayo dito. Alam mo, this is pure volunteerism. Wala po kaming bayad dito at talagang...
Wala ba?
Wala.
Pero kung gusto nyong bayaran, pwede rin po.
Gusto mo magbigay, kuya, matanggap naman kami ng pagkain. Mamaya, salamat O yan huli ka ngayon.
Entrepreneurs.
Anyway, congratulations once again, Audrey. And also, we would like to invite yung nawala din to ating official writer, si Romina. Mina. Ayan. Say hi. Ayan.
Okay. Hello po.
Lapit ka sa mic.
Hello everyone.
everyone. So I missed being here. I missed being here.
Kasi, by the way, I would like to say, Happy International, tama? Teachers Day. World Teachers Day. Yan. Sa lahat ng mga mahal kong teacher. Alam nyo kung hindi dahil sa inyo, wala po kami ditong lahat. Dahil for sure, tanga kami, bobo, hindi kami nag-aral, di ba? Yung dapat mahalin natin itong mga teacher natin. Ba't yung may mga kapwa mo teachers?
Yes, pinabati ko po yung mga co-teachers ko sa Wheel School of Antipolo and all the teachers around the Philippines, around the world. So, kagaya nga nung, I actually attended a program na, parangal siya for all the teachers, and according to the one of the speakers, kapag ikaw ay isang guro, hindi ka pwedeng magkamali. Dahil pag ang guro nagkamali, mali-mali ang lipunan. At dahil nga dyan, ang mga guro ay mga tunay na nagsisilbi sa bayan.
Tama.
So, sana ma-realize natin yung nakaatang sa ating responsibilidad bilang mga guro.
Lalo na sa mga batang guro.
Yes.
Na dapat talagang ang pagiging guro, hindi ito basta profession eh. It's a vocation.
Yes, it's a vocation. So,
diba?
it's not like, it is not something na pwede mong gawin basta naisipan mo lang. Yun. And apart from, syempre, I'm so happy din and honored to be a part of the celebration kasi first year of teaching ko nga, and so sobrang overwhelming. And at the same time, habang nagtuturo, syempre hindi ko pa rin naman kinakalimutan yung duties ko as a writer. So apart from being guro ng bayan, is called, pinangangatawanan pa rin pagiging artista ng bayan bilang isang writer. So I'm also back to the circulation. So trying to catch up with the things that I missed most, especially since isa sa mga job descriptions ko is to write about Sir Choi and his achievements. So, diba?
Oo nga, sabi ko nga sa kanya nila, alam mo, ikaw nahuhuli, araw-araw may ginagawa kasi ako.
Actually.
Alam mo, sa isang araw, 2, 3 pa yung ginagawa mo, mahuhuli ka talaga.
Yun.
Okay, so
recap tayo sa mga nangyari kay Sir Choi. Ang dami na kasi, di ba? Nung mga nakaraan, wala din siya dito. So, ano ba yung mga nangyari sa kanya? So, marami siyang guesting this past few weeks. So, yung dalawa na nga dyan, yung guesting niya sa Daybreak, where he talked about the art of voice acting. So, nung October 2 to sa Solar News Channel. Nung October 1 naman, nag-guest din siya sa Good Morning Kuya. Yun naman po ay sa UNTV. And meron din siyang mga talks. So, nung kahapon lang, siya ay nasa Batangas State University for the 14th JMA Day. Doon nagsalita siya about personal branding. So he was able to motivate around 1,500 students from the said university.
Yan, tama. By the way, we'd like to invite you to add us on your Twitter, Voty Radio, VOTY Radio. Okay, thank you very much, Romina. Ayan, so sobrang napaka-aktibo nitong batang to. By the way, it's 3:31 and we would like to invite na yung mga ating mga guests dito, syempre. Ate Garb, sino ba yung ating guest for today?
Yes, one of our, first guest natin si Kuya Yeng, of course. She is the head of outreach for Southeast Asia, driving community development through the Google Business Groups and Google Student Ambassadors Program. She has taken a keen interest in getting the Philippines map to aid crisis response and champions the map maker efforts in the Philippines. In her spare time, she blogs, cooks, and tries to survive yoga. So let's welcome Miss Eileen Apolo de Jesus.
Welcome, Ate Eileen.
Magandang hapon po.
Ang tagal ko nang kilala si Ate Eileen. Ngayon ko lang na-invite dito sa programa natin. Salamat sa iyong oras na binigay sa amin. Kahit napaka-busy mo, alam ko, halos buong Pilipinas yata ngayon, pinupuntahan mo.
Of course. Well, anytime. Yun nga lang, ako naman kasi ang pinaka madalas umuwi na OFW.
Oo nga. Kung saan-saan ito nakakarating. I call her Miss Google since the beginning na makilala ko siya. Because she represents Google in the Philippines. Tama ba, ate?
In the last 2 years, lumipat na ako sa isang regional role. So, busy na ako ngayon sa mga community. So, it's called the Outreach Program. So, I lead this one for Southeast Asia. So, kung san-san nga ako talaga nakakarating in the last 2 years.
Okay, so Kuya Yang, may tatanong ka ba?
Saan po ba kayo based, ma'am?
Actually, technically based ako sa Singapore.
Oh, wow.
Pero madalas akong umuwi kasi ang mga community namin marami talaga sa dito sa Pilipinas.
I see.
And by the way po, fan ako ng True Faith.
Oy.
Okay. So, ano nga ba yung mga project and programs natin ngayon na gusto nating share sa mga nakikinig?
Okay, so actually ngayon, ginagawa ko talaga yung first love ko na sabi nyo nga kanina, diba? Parang as you age, nadidiscover nyo talaga kung ano yung mga gusto nyong gawin. So, at na-recognize ito ng naging manager ko and eventually napunta ako dun sa posisyon talaga na gustong-gusto kong ginagawa. So, sa ngayon, marami kaming mga programa. Meron isa para sa mga businesses. Ang tawag dito ay Google Business Groups. Tapos noon, meron kaming Google Developer Groups na isang Pinay rin ang nag-handle ng grupo na yun ngayon. Tapos, yung Google Student Ambassadors. At this week lang, in-announce namin yung pagsimula namin, pag-incubate namin sa tinatawag namin Google Educator Groups. So, sakto yan para sa ating World Teachers Day, diba? So, and, ayun, and on the side, actually, so mula nung nilaunch namin yung Google Mapmaker in 2008, I took a keen interest in having the Philippines map. Kasi naisip ko, malaki talagang maitutulong ng magagandang mapa para sa ating bansa. And nakatulong ito aside from helping people find the location o yung mga pupuntahan nila, nakatulong ito sa panahon kapag may crisis, di ba?
Tama.
Oo, tapos noon, tsaka kapag election din, yan, nagsa-special project kami minsan yan para imapa yung mga polling places din natin. So, and since then, sabi nila, masyado ko daw mahal ang Pilipinas. Tumulong din naman daw ako sa ibang countries. So, ngayon, tinuturuan ko yung mga community namin sa ibang countries para rin mag-map ng mga bansa nila. Most especially since Southeast Asia is one of the most disaster-prone regions in the world.
Tama. So talagang kailangan itong malaking tulong tong mapping na magagawa para makatulong dun sa mga pag meron tayong crisis.
Oo.
Okay, so what else you want to share, ate?
Siguro share ko lang isa dun sa mga in-email niya sa akin at tinatanong niya, paano ba makakatulong yung kabataan natin dito sa pag-map, 'di ba? So, madali lang siya. Okay. And lagi ko sinasabi nga sa mga estudyante na nakikilala ko, marami kayong pwedeng gawin, 'di ba? So, kung mag-set aside kayo ng konting oras, let's say in a week para i-map kung ano yung mga importante places sa inyong neighborhood, like kunyari yung mga barangay hall, yung mga covered court, yung mga health center. Ito yung usually ginagamit natin pag may crisis, di ba? Kasi ginagawa siya evacuation center, yung mga ganon.
Alam mo, nung una akala ko ginagamit lang yan para to find the way, di ba? Yung parang from to... Pero ngayon pala, ginagamit na to sa disaster preparedness, no? Tsaka sa mga... Kasi nakikita ngayon yung ang maganda sa Google Map ngayon, may parang anong tawag doon? Topography ba 'yan? Yung nakikita na yung bundok, pati yung mga itsura ng bahay, buildings. So, talaga nagiging 3D na. Siguro in the next few years, no? Parang realistic na tong ating Google Map.
Actually, kung titignan kunyari yung Makati, marami sa mga building natin dito sa Makati City ay naka 3D map. Ginawa ito ng mga estudyante actually na parang parang OJT na rin nila sa school nila.
So na-involved din sila.
Pinroject to ng isang school dito sa Makati para gawing naka 3D. So if you go to Google Maps, makikita niyo naka 3D.
Iba pa ba tong Ate Eileen, yung may parang mayroong sasakyan na umaandar, kinukunan ng 360 tong
yung street
view. Yung street view.
Kailan tayo
street view ba tawag doon? Wala pa ba tayo nandito sa Pilipinas?
Wala pa pinagdadasal ko pa.
Gusto ko nga street view sa Tondo. Ano itsura sa Manila. O kaya kahit sa Intramuros, pero pasok din kayo dun sa squatters area. Anyway.
Hindi ko alam
Pero one day, nakikita ko, ngayon, siguro unahin muna yung The Fort, syempre. Ano namang Tondo ang unahin nila? Kasi in the next...
diba? Pero sa tingin ko sa ngayon, parang dahil wala pa yon, hindi natin alam kailan siya dadating, di ba? Importante sana na makatulong ang lahat na kahit mamapa lang muna natin lahat ng mga public school, di ba? Lahat ng mga barangay hall, ganyan. Kasi importante to in times of crisis. Diba?
Paano sila makakatulong?
So, ang pinaka-basic way para makakontribute, lahat tayo, maging kabataan man o hindi, pumunta sa mapmaker.google.com at dito nyo pwedeng i-edit yung mapa. So, para siyang burador ng
parang
Google
Wikipedia.
Maps, diba? Tapos, map talaga siya. Map. Tapos nun, pwede nyong ipin. So, yun, actually, nung...
Paano malalaman yung accuracy nun?
Hindi, kasi ang pwede nyong gawin, pag pumunta kayo sa Google Map Maker, pwede nyong i-select yung satellite view. So, makikita nyo yung mga bubong ng mga bahay, bubong ng mga paaralan sa area ninyo. And more or less kasi nakatag naman na yung mga pangalan din ng mga street. Yan. Tapos, pwede nyo na lang ipin doon yung barangay hall or mga public schools senior.
Okay. Kasi hindi naman kakayanin ng Google alone yan. Isipin mo ilang bahay at mga building sa buong mundo.
At saka, syempre, yung expertise naman sa area, sa mga establishments, yung mga nakatira talaga.
Yung mga locals talaga.
Tama. Tsaka sila nakakaalam. Pero, may danger ba to sa security, Ate Aileen? Kasi yan ang issue dyan na pag pinaalam mo kung anong itsura, saan yung bahay mo, kaninong bahay yan.
Actually, diba? Kasi lahat naman ng data na nalalagay dito sa Google Map Maker ay minomoderate. So, merong reviewers. So, yung mga users then, they are allowed to review yung mga pinin. So, bago siya maharating sa Google Maps, nalilinis tong data na to. And syempre, bilang privacy na rin, hindi ka allowed na mag-pin ng bahay mo.
Okay. So, mga public establishments
ako, ginawa ko yun sa company ko, yung Creative Voices Productions. Nagpadala ako. Then, nagpadala yung Google ng letter. So, I have to send them na para mas kumbaga secure na akin nga yung company.
Kailangan i-validate talaga.
So, at least, malaking bagay din yun kasi madali malaman ng mga future clients o mga clients ko kung nasaan yung Creative Voices at paano makapunta doon sa aming company. Okay, any last word, Ate Aileen? At naku, marami kasi tayong mga nakaabang na
diba? So,
guest dito.
Siguro, para sa mga kabataan dyan na gustong makatulong din, you can always start mapping using mapmaker.google.com or i-search nyo lang Google Map Maker. And kung mas marami pa kayong gustong matutunan tungkol sa Google, this is G-Day X season and DevFest X season. So, yung mga communities natin around the Philippines is hosting their local summits. And pwede kayong mag-sign up para pumunta dito, libre naman siya.
Basta, Ate Aileen, nandito lang kami para i-announce lahat ng mga events ninyo. And I would like to take this opportunity na maging media youth partner o youth media partner ang Voice of the Youth Radio ng Google.
Sige, pa-i-email ko yung mga
kabataan ng
mga nangyayari sa amin.
Alright, so thank you very much, Ate Aileen, and God bless you, ha?
Salamat!
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye!
Okay, so, Ate Garb, ito, ang dami ng mga susunod natin. So, sino ba yung mga next guest natin? Okay?
Okay, our next guest.
Sino?
Teka.
Basically, ito, ang next guest natin ay galing din to pupunta pa lang sila sa programang pinanggalingan ko, which is the Ship for Southeast Asian Youth Program o SEAP. Alam nyo, itong SEAP na to ang literal nag-iba ng buhay ko. Kasi first time ko nakasakay ng eroplano, nakapag-travel ng 8 bansa na sakay kami ng isang luxury ship sa loob ng 2 buwan. Na ang luxury ship na ito ay tinawag na Nippon Maru. Pero ngayon, Fuji Maru yata yung kanilang ginagamit. Pero basically, ang goal ng programa nito, mamaya sabihin din nila, pero yun nga, napakarami pong mga kabataan sa buong Pilipinas ang na-involve na dito. At ngayon, mga successful ng mga tao na. So, Ate Garb, ready ka na?
Yes, so ang ating next guest is the ISEC Philippines Youth to Business Forum Vice President for Media Relations. He's also a...
Ayan yung next guest natin.
Ay, sorry.
Wala ba dyan yung details nila? Sige, wala pala yung details. Mag-introduce na lang kayo ng sarili nyo, mga kapatid. Yan.
So, my name is Jemima.
Again.
My name is Jemima Landicho.
Jemima.
Yes. Yes. So I'm actually acting as the assistant youth leader of the 40th SEAP, and this is my partner.
Yes, good afternoon. I am Randy S. Magdaluyo po from Zamboanga City.
Yan.
Yes, yan po.
Zamboanga. Nakarating ka dito.
Yes, umabot po. Umabot lang talaga.
Mga nangyayari ba doon nandun ka? Wala naman.
Yes po, nandun po ako. So, medyo na-stranded lang a bit and then medyo okay naman, nakahabol po. So, I'm the national youth leader po for this 40th batch.
Okay, so what's with SEAP? Siyempre, hindi ko muna sasabihin. Kayo na magsabi niyan. Ano bang meron sa SEAP at anong ina-expect namin sa inyong batch?
Yeah, so SEAP, or the Ship for Southeast Asian Youth Program, is a cultural exchange program. So this is sponsored by the Japanese government. So we will be participating together with other ASEAN countries. So this year we will be traveling to Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, Singapore, and of course we will have a port of call here and homestay program or activities here in the Philippines.
Where are you from? You sound so different.
No, I'm from Batangas. I'm representing
Batangas niya kagaing. Hindi halata. Ay siya. Batin din naman ang accent mo. Kala ko taga-Amerika ka.
Yan po. So, pero this year po, we're not focused lang on the National Day presentations wherein we do cultural presentations or performances to showcase our tradition and culture. And this year po, the difference from other batches, we will be focusing on discussion groups. So, it will be focused on topics such as corporate social responsibility, international relations, environment, or focusing on natural disasters. We have HIV,
school education.
Maraming pag-uusapan tungkol sa kabataan sa buong Southeast Asia at Japan. Napakagandang. Alam niyo, I can say SEAP is the most prestigious youth event in the world.
Wow.
Alam niyo ba 1 million pesos yata ang budget sa isang tao para makasali?
Right now it's
6 million.
6 million per tao? Ganon? Yun tindi niya, no? Ang saya-saya, no?
Yep.
So, sige, bago SEAP, kuya, may tatanong ka, kaya...
Well, ano kaya yung what in this particular activity, what do you expect nyo to get out of it? Ano yung gusto nyong makuha?
Ayan.
Maganda po yung tanong nyo. Yes. Kasi ang iniisip ng ibang tao kasi nasa luxury ship kami. So, mamamasyal lang kami. Pero ang pinakamaganda, so yun po yung bonus. Yes, yun po yung bonus. Siyempre, mamamasyal. Pero yung pinakamahalaga pong expectation namin sa programang ito, yung sinabi nga ni Jemima, meron pong mga advocacy, mga discussion groups. So, pag-uusapan namin yung mga suliranin, yung mga issues sa ASEAN, pati sa ating bansa at kung paano po natin matutugunan yung mga suliranin na yon. At medyo successful po yung sa previous batch kasi meron mga collaborations.
Yung kumbaga, yung tinatawag na
post-program activity.
Kasi sa totoo lang, yan yung sinasabi ko. Napakaraming mga programa ang gobyerno, napakarami nang natulungan, pero at the end of the day, ano ba ang ginawa mo para sa community mo?
Opo.
Ang nangyayari kasi, ang dami dyan mga conference hopper Yung apply ng apply, sige, nakukuha. Pero ang tanong, ano bang ginawa mo para sa bayan mo? Ha? Hindi yung puro ka, sige, ang dami mong natutuhan, wala ka namang ginawa. So, ito sana, yung inyong generation, ang inyong batch, maging proactive na kayo.
Tama.
No? Kasi it doesn't mean you help yourself, you help other people So nasa sa iyo 'yon.
Saka siguro parang magandang activity para sa kabataan kasi nga minsan madaling magreklamo, madaling mag-usap-usap lang, pero siguro maganda 'yun yung nag-uusap kayo tapos you talk about solutions talaga on how to deal with things.
Pero ito lang yung napansin ko sa mga bagong mga batches, no? Since during that time wala pa kasing mga internet noon, walang Facebook. Mas naging naging close sa isa't isa kasi alam nyo hanggang alas 10 lang kasi yung pwede dyan, pero ang totoo pagtapos na yung tinatawag nilang night call yan, naglalabasan kami. Nagkakaroon kami ng mga tinatawag na noodle party. Ayan, tama. At nagkakaroon kami ng banding. Ngayon daw, pagdating sa barko, pagpasok na sa cabin nila,
Twitter.
nag-Facebook na. Naku, ayan na naman. Kasi may positibo at negatibong resulta itong ating social network. Pero you can still use it in a positive way. Pero don't forget, kung may online, dapat may offline. Mas mahalaga yung offline. Yun ang realidad. So, what will you do for the country if you go back? Tsaka, syempre, before anything else, gusto ko makilala kayo personally. Ano bang ginagawa niyo sa buhay niyo at bakit kayo ang kinuha ng gobyerno para magrepresenta ng ating bayan?
Okay, so again, my name is Maima speaking. So I actually work for the gobyerno.
The gobyerno? The gobyerno.
Nako, gobyerno ka pala, ha?
That one na lang. So,
Saan?
Presidential management staff. So,
kay Pinoy, kay President Noy.
So basically, it's about public service. So what attracted me to work for the government was to be part of the solution and not to just talk negatively about the government.
So ano nangyayari? Anong feeling mo sa sitwasyon ngayon?
Well, of course, with that, we should still serve. We should still have the positive outlook towards what we are geared towards too. So still be part of the solution and do not be dampened your spirit should not be dampened by all these negativity. Still try to preserve an amount of idealism and
translation, please.
World peace, kuya.
Ang gusto niya, maging mawala ang kurap. Ayan. So, si Yan.
Try for integrity.
Thank you. And si Yan naman.
Ako po ay isang guro sa Ateneo de Zamboanga University. So, I have been teaching na po for the past 8 years. So,
anong tinuturo mo?
I'm teaching English and literature and some education and international studies courses po. And then at the same time, isa po akong volunteer sa DepEd. So, I work as a literacy specialist. Kasi yung napag-aralan ko po is reading specialist. So, I got my license and then, yun po, nagvo-volunteer ako sa Camiguin, sa Basilan for certain communities.
Yan
like helping specialist schools po na walang reading program.
Yan,
so, yun
alam mo, yan
ko.
ang mga kabataang hinahanap ko. Well, I'm going to come up with an award. Actually, it's not an award, but it's more on recognition. Kasi I don't believe in award. Medyo, hindi ako naniniwala sa top 10, top 20 kasi napaka-subjective niyan eh. So, I think ang tamang gawin is to recognize the effort of anyone sa buong Pilipinas, no? Ng mga kabataan na who's doing positive change or creating programs for young people na on their own effort na walang inihinging kapalit kahit award. Kasi sometimes there's some group na puro award lang hinihintay and then pagkatapos ma-award, nawawala na. And I've known some, pero kami for the past 16 years, ang Voice of the Youth, tuloy-tuloy lang. No, we inspire, inform, involve, and empower the young people through media and ICT. Basically, Voice of the Youth Network is about encouraging every Filipino youth to believe in themselves in creating positive social change through media. Ito nga yung ginagawa natin. And internet, nakalat na tayo. There are more than 100,000 members now around the country. Wow. And I would like to take this opportunity sana na I hope you can be part of our network.
Sure.
Even you are part of many organizations. It's a network. So, anyway, alam nyo, mamaya magkukwentuhan pa tayo. Garb, siguro ngayon, ito na yung gusto mong introduce kanina, kasama na natin ngayon. Alright, so, who is she?
Okay, ito na siya talaga. Alright, well, let's introduce her right away, Miss Vince Luan de la Cruz La Morena. So, she is the ISEC Philippines Youth to Business Forum Vice President for Media Relations for ISEC UST. Is that right?
Well,
yes.
Originally I was from the local committee of ISEC UST because ISEC has different chapters and many
parang JCI din yan eh.
Yeah.
Pero school-based.
Sa school ka, yung mga universities.
Karamihan.
But we're all under this huge umbrella which is ISEC Philippines, and right now I'm working on the national team. And I'm currently, as you have mentioned, the Vice President for Media Relations for the forum called Youth to Business.
Ayun. Can you tell us about what is ISEC? At least, I know ISEC is only new by those people who are studying, and some of it are from the big universities, right?
Yeah, actually, ISEC in the Philippines is already has been existing in the country for like 50 years already. It was founded by the filmmaker Mr. Kidlat Tahimik, if you guys know him. And ISEC, just like the Voice of the Youth Radio, is aiming to inspire, to encourage, and to empower the youth in making their own positive impact. And of course, we give that by giving them leadership opportunities here and abroad so that they will be immersed in different global communities, and so that they will be exposed to different cultures that will help them bring back all the positive things here in the country and then be implemented, so that they are also, very capable and very knowledgeable, not only of our society but also of the societies existing around the world.
I see. So ano ba yung mga what are your key programs that you've done before na you could tell us about it as an organization?
As an organization, we have a lot of national leadership conferences, and also just last month, last October, last September, actually.
September lang, yeah.
Last September, sorry. I'm so lost in time. But last month, we just had the Global Youth Summit, which is one of the biggest ISEC conferences or biggest ISEC events for the public.
Okay.
Because most of our conferences and most of our leadership camps are for the internal members.
I see.
So for the public events, it's the Global Youth Summit, which inspires people about innovation, leadership, and social responsibility. And for the Youth to Business Forum, it's all about making a very unique platform that allows the youth to directly collaborate, as personal as we are speaking today, about the social issues in the Philippines.
I see.
Kita mo? Alam mo, Kuya Yang, napakaraming effort yung mga kabataan eh. Ito yung purpose at goal ng programa natin, ng Voice of the Youth Network, is to tell the world that the youth is not apathetic.
Tama. Nakakatuwa, no? Kasi parang involved talaga sila.
Ngayon nga, ang tindi ng youth development and youth programs na nangyayari. Hindi lang kasi nababalitaan. Mas marami pa nga itong ginagawang programa kaysa sa SK.
Dapat siguro 4 hours tong show mo.
Oo nga eh. Alam mo, sinasabi ko nga, alam nyo, kung matagal na sana nakikinig ng SK sa amin, no? Ay, nako. Kita nyo, anong ginawa? Di kinansila kayo ngayon. Kung mahisilbi kayo, dapat hindi kayo mawawala. 3 taon walang SK, alam nyo ba yon? Ha? At talagang nasa vacuum ngayon. Kawawa ang kabataan dahil mawawalan sila ng tinig at mga boses. Pero dahil may Voice of the Youth Radio, andito kami para pakinggan kayo. Alright, what else, Vince? Taga saan si Vince? Where are you from?
I'm from the University of Santo Tomas.
UST.
UST. And what year are you now?
I'm currently in my junior year. I'm taking up journalism. And
journalism.
I just really want to point it out that as a student, you can do a lot of things.
Galing.
Ang sarap pakinggan, no?
Kasi nung bata ako, hindi ako ganun.
Ay, ako ganun na. Kasi nakita ko yung advantage ko na habang bata, kung kaya mo naman palang gawin, bakit ka pa maghihintay? We are not just the future. Always remember that. The youth is not just the future. Lagi niyo sinasayang kinabukasan. No, you're also the present. You're existing now. So, what will you do now? Habang nag-i-exist ka, hindi mo malalaman. May mga youth na mamatay na maaga. Hindi nyo ba alam yon? At marami nga ngayon na nagugulat ako, marami inaatake sa puso. Bata pa lang kasi sa mga kinakain. Right, Vince?
Yeah. Actually, in ISEC, my organization, all of us are students. Like, all are from our president to our vice president to everyone who handles the local committees. We're all students. So, it's not actually an excuse to say that you can't change the world while you're still a student. You can do a lot of things, and you just have to find the right outlets and the right platforms that will give you that opportunity for you to step up.
Alam mo? Sige.
Yeah, actually, the abolition of the SK chairman, I think, is a good thing.
Good thing for you.
Good thing in a sense. No, not really. Good thing in a sense that people or the youth, other youth, who is not
engaged before.
Who weren't engaged before can actually step up.
Kasi ang nangyayari, parang ang pwede lang kumilos para sa kabataan, SK.
Yeah.
At hindi nila nabibigyan ng chance yung mga kabataan na gusto talagang tumulong. Tama ba yan?
Yes.
So, alam mo, there's a lot of things to talk about pagdating dyan. Pero anyway, we only have 3 minutes before 4 o'clock. And any last word na gusto mo? And any event na gusto mong
I would like to ask the interested youth, the proactive youth, to please join and register the Philippines Youth to Business Forum. It's a one-day forum. It's absolutely free, and it gives you the opportunity to be in an interactive community, in an interactive environment with the business sector, wherein you can talk about the Philippines societal issues and resolve it with them. And also the forum will talk about working in achieving a globally competitive Philippines, especially now that we're touted as Asia's next tiger economy. We would like to talk about the importance of education, technology, and global experience in achieving a globally competitive
And in
Philippines.
2015, may tinatawag tayong ASEAN, no?
Yeah.
So, maganda pag-usapan. Invite ka uli namin dito, Vince, and some of your colleagues sa ISEC, and I would like to take this opportunity na mula ngayon, partners na tayo forever, ha? Wala kang choice kasi sinabi ko. Anyway, thank you very much, Vince, for your time. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for coming, and I'll see you soon, ha?
Yes, thank you.
Sana kunin mo kami next time na speaker ni Kuya Yeng. Sigurado maraming matutuwa.
You can speak during the Philippines Youth Business Forum.
Oh, sure. Meron na ba kayong speaker? Pag wala pa, I present and volunteer myself. No problem. Kahit mahal ako para sa inyo.
I-volunteer ko siya.
Oh. Ako rin, bino-volunteer ko si Kuya Yeng. Alright, thank you very much and God bless you all. Alright.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Boy Abunda and you are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Ikaw na.
And you are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio.
Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Usaping Information Technology.
Isang IT firm ito na composed of newly graduate IT professionals.
Mga gadgets na kinahuhumalingan ngayon.
Oo, laging trending ngayon. iPhone 5, na ganyan, no?
At iba't ibang usapin para sa mabilis na pag-unlad ng bayan.
Napakarami ho natin pag-uusapan. Yung tourism, anything under the sun po pwede ho natin pag-usapan.
Ang programang magbibigay kaalaman sa bayan.
Victory in Governance and Technology through Information Network.
Gati, kasama sina Den Macaranas, Arnie Barcelo, Angel Bonifacio at Ellison Barcelo tuwing Sabado alas 10 hanggang alas 11 ng umaga. Gati sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Philippine Standard Time, it is now 4 o'clock. Here now is the news for this hour. Police stations may soon have desks that will handle hate or sexually oriented crimes against members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender or LGBT community if a House bill is passed into law. House Bill 2571 seeks to amend Republic Act 8551, the Philippine National Police Reform and Reorganization Act of 1998, by adding the LGBT desk. Author Laguna Representative Sol Aragones said there can be no true and meaningful democracy if systematic oppression of the LGBT sector continues. Under the measure, the PNP shall establish LGBT desks in all police stations to administer and attend to cases involving crimes against chastity, sexual harassment, hate crimes, abuses committed against women, children, and members of the LGBT community, and similar offenses. Aragon cited recent reports showing that many people belonging to the LGBT community are victims of sexually oriented crimes. Meanwhile, the prosecution has 20 days to file its formal offer of evidence on a bail petition of Andalan Patuan Jr. for the 58th count of murder in the 2009 Maguindanao massacre case. Judge Jocelyn Solis Reyes of the Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 221 issued a directive after private prosecutors said they will no longer present other witnesses as to the bail petition. Solis gave the order in open court during last hearing at the Quezon City Jail Annex in Camp Bagong Diwa, Taguig City. The DOJ filed the 58th murder count early this year after the authorities determined that the death of photojournalist Reynaldo Momay, whose body is still unrecovered, was blamed on members of the Ampatuan clan and their supporters. And that's the latest news for this hour. For more news updates, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Our account is Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. yahoo.com or visit www.dziq.am for our live video streaming. This is Racy Amado for Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Ito po ang Trans Radio Broadcasting Corporation, Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Kasapi ng KBP. Naglilingkod, nagbabalita, may paninindigan. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
You are now listening to the most trending show on radio. Where can you listen to the hottest and hippest news in town? Be inspired, involved, informed and empowered. This is Voice of the Youth Radio. So what are you waiting for? Let the voice of the youth be heard. Tune in at DZIQ Radio Inquirer 990 AM every Saturday 3 to 4:30 PM or visit us at www.voty.org. Tara! Masaya dito!
What's up, y'all? My name is Apple the App, and listen to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Pakinggan niyo. Bebo, 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 bebo,
Okay. Hello, yes. Welcome back to Voice of the Youth Radio. Ayan. Nako, talagang ito. Meron man tayong bagong guest sa Ate Garb. Sino ba ang ating guest for today? Again?
Yes. Our next
hello? Okay ba? Ayan. Let try mo sa ibang ano.
Ay, ito na.
Ayan, yan.
Ito
Okay.
na. Okay, our next guest took Masters in Management major in Engineering Management at Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Calamba City. Worked as Head of Business Development and COO under Zoomanity Group. Social PR Consultant under Bodog Nation, the biggest online gaming company in the world under Andrew Grace Home Builders, and an eligible building contractor under the UP Los Baños, Laguna. Philippine Information Agency Regional Media Coordinator since February to August 2012. Columnist under Clipping Times for Region 4A, and in which her blog is featured every week, and the finalist under two categories, Blogger's Choice Award and Advocacy Award.
Ako, napakarami.
Oo, and
mukhang ilang page ba yung
medyo, isang page lang naman. Anyway, she's the founder of Laguna Bloggers Association and a community owner of Pinoy Blogger. Engineer Grace Bondad Nicolas. Welcome to Voice of the Youth Radio.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Okay, so what's with Ate Grace ngayon? Alam niyo si Grace, matagal ko nang kasama to sa Blog Watch pa. Matagal na yon. So, isa rin ako sa mga speaker niya last time sa Laguna Blogging Summit. So, what's with the second Laguna Blogging Summit?
Of course.
Lapit ka, ate.
Yes, for this year, we're going to have 15 speakers. Last year, we have 13. And for this year, of course, nadagdagan pa. It's for Laguna. This is our second year, actually. So for this year, actually, we have Chinkitan. We have Attorney Chris Lau. You know, that
alam mo, Voice of the Youth member yan. Member namin yan. Oo. Nag-swimming yan eh. Kasama yung kotse niya.
Yes.
Okay yung ginawa niya kasi he take the negative positively. Kaya kita mo, sikat siya ngayon.
That's true. Right now, he's also an advocate of cyberbullying, yung anti-cyberbullying.
Kasi nabully siya. Pero gustong-gusto niya yung kaya sikat siya ngayon.
That's true. Based on his own experience, kaya maganda talaga.
Minsan na-invite natin yan dito. Kasama natin sa Voice of the Youth, UP Diliman dati yan. Kasama namin yan dito.
And of course, we have also the great na pinagkagiliwan last year, Lloyd Luna. And of course, the best creative voices na talaga namang super duper na magaling. Walang iba pa, Chol De Leon Gonzalez, diba?
Ay, may ganon. May ganon.
Yes.
Sana naman.
Balita ko
And with me actually right now, my two co-organizer, Dayan Salonga and also Rodora Espiritu.
Welcome. Hello po. Sige, salita po kayo. Hindi po nangangain yung mikropono. Sige po.
Yes.
Good afternoon. I'm Dayan Salonga, one of the co-organizers of the second Laguna Blogging Summit, or 2 Labs. Aside from the speakers, Miss Grace tell us a while ago, one of the speaker is with us right now. is Miss Rodora Espiritu.
Okay, Miss Rodora.
Okay, hi, I'm Rodora Espiritu. I am a teacher librarian at De La Salle Sobel, Alabang. Actually, I am handling a club. It's the De La Z Green Bloggers Club. So I am mentoring the would-be bloggers. Last September 19, we had the mini blogging summit. So our speakers also, that's also in part of preparation for the Laguna Blogging Summit. We had the speaker, Miss Grace Bondad Nicolas, and Mr. Eric Cortez.
Yes, actually for this year, so we have 15 speakers. This will be on November 14 and 15 at the Cultural Center of Laguna. So it's the same thing pa rin naman, the objective is for those students in Laguna na magkaroon pa ng more information with regards to the benefits and advantages of social media, digital marketing, and online marketing.
So what else pong expect nila dyan sa next Laguna Summit natin?
Ganun pa rin. But right now, we have additional more speakers who could contribute. For last year kasi, we still have like James Jimenez, the spokesperson of COMELEC. And for this year, he's still going to talk about voters' education. Then additional, of course, we have from Anak Bayang, Vency Crisostomo, to talk about advocacy.
Okay.
And then we have also Art Samaniego, you know, the very good, for the under Manila Bulletin, technology is going to talk about that. And then we have Ben Francia to talk about digital marketing. Last year, actually, it's very successful. We expected 300 people to come as attendees, but they have, I think, 1,500 for 2 days. So for this year, because of these speakers that we have we're expecting more. And then for this year also, we have so many sponsors who believes that social media is the future. Like, sino nga ulit?
Gardenia.
Yeah, the same pa rin.
AirAsia is one.
Yeah, and AirAsia will raffle up a round-trip ticket actually to Australia.
Wow.
Yes, ganun sila ka-supportive.
Pwede mabiling ko na lang yan. Anyway, Miss Grace, nako, alam nyo, gustuhin ko man isang oras tayo dito. We still have more guests to go. But please invite us and last word din sa mga listeners natin.
Okay, please everyone, don't forget Second Laguna Blogging Summit. It will be on November 14 and 15. It's free for all students and only 200 pesos for non-students. So what is 200? That's nothing compared to those set of speakers. So please join us. We have a website. It's lovesph.com. So you could check everything dun sa website. So please join us. Thank you.
Alright, that was Miss Grace Nicolas. I'll see you then, ha. Salamat sa pagpunta. Kahapon galing ka sa TV show? Natuloy ba kayo? Sayang. Anyway, sige, salamat at Garv, ang daming talaga nangyayari ngayon, di ba, Kuya Yeng?
Oo.
Ito yung, kasi alam mo, minsan nakikinig ako sa radyo, puro na lang mga reklamo yung narinig ko. Ay, congressman, dapat tigilan mo. Mayor.
Ito, action pack.
Ito, action pack talaga. Daig pa yung mga movie na talagang action pack. Ay, Kuya Yeng, pakinggan mo to. Itong marinig natin, boses ng anak ko, siya rin nagsulat nito. Pakinggan mo, ha? Pakinggan natin to.
My name is Patrick Gabriel Gonzalez, and I'm the future president of the Philippines. I will inspire, inform, involve, and empower my fellow children, because one day I'm gonna lead the world. I'm gonna lead this country. If I'm the future leader of the Philippines, I still have hope for this country, and I believe that one day this country will become better for every Filipino, because right now I'm doing my part to become a responsible citizen. May God bless the Philippines. I'm not just the future, but I'm also the present. I believe that I can do a lot for this country, even if I'm just a child. By the way, I'm just 8 years old. What I do to make this country proud of me is to study hard and follow my parents. My name is Patrick Gabriel, and I'm rapping. Yo, what's up, my man?
Kuya Yeng, ano masasabi mo dun sa bata?
Anong pangalan ng
Patrick Gabriel.
Patrick Gabriel, mukhang mas magaling sa'yo, ah.
Nako, sinabi mo pa. Nung edad ko, hindi ako marunong mag-English. Alam mo, natutuwa mag-English, siguro mga 16 na ako. Kasi yung turo sa amin, nag-i-English. Class, ang tawag sa da ay mga ganun. Ay, nako, sa mga
pwede
tulo
na.
ko.
Mataas ang talent fee.
Actually, voice talent din yun.
Galing.
Ang dami niyang ginawang commercial. Anyway, sige, we're back. At nandito ang ating sa mga host na, and we only have 17 minutes to go. Siyempre, makakasama natin ang isa sa mga kaibigan ko and partner ng Voice of the Youth Radio. Walang iba, si Kuya Ronald Abad.
Po, sa inyo lahat.
Ayan. Kuya Ronald, kamusta ka na?
I'm good.
Buti naman at naligaw ka dito sa ating programa. Ang dami mong bit-bit na mga gwaping. Sino ba yan? Balita ko, mga sikat daw itong mga to. Sino ba? Pwede bang pakilala mo sa... At ano mo na yung ginagawa mo? Share mo, ano bang pangalan ng company mo? Ano bang meron
ang name ng company is I Dream Talent Progress and Management. Nag-handle po kami ng talents. Isa sa mga kasama ko is si Mr. Stan Perfecto ng The Voice of the Philippines Team Apple Day Apple.
Magandang hapon po.
Yo, mame, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Of course, together with the executive producer ng album nila, si Mr. Vas Bismarck.
Hi.
And of course, freshman boy band. Ayan po.
Ayun, ang freshman. First year pa lang kayo, no? Forever ba kayong first year? So, second year na sila, susunod yung pangalan nila.
Hindi naman.
Kasi freshman, next year, second year, third year. Ay, sophomore pala. Sophomore, tama.
And ang freshman is an awardee po ng Gawad Musica Award sa October 9. Awardan sila sa Music Museum po.
Wow. Okay, yan.
Si Stan awardee rin as most promising R&B
Stan,
artist.
salita ka naman. Share naman. Ano bang meron sa'yo ngayon?
Ano po, yun po, sa October 9 po sa Gawad Musika, gaganapin po siya sa, sa Music Museum po. Sana po makapunta po silang lahat para po...
Paano kung makakuha ng ticket dyan?
Libre.
Sige, mamaya invite natin sila. Gusto ko muna marinig ang mga nagagandahan tinig ng mga to. Nandito to para magpakitang gilas. May mga minus one ba itong dala? Gusto magka-acapella. Yan mas magaling. Walang minus one. Ha? Plus one sila kasi walang minus. Oo. Alright. Stan, sino bang una? Sige. Okay, sige. Okay, lapit kayo sa mic, no? Para marinig kayo ng Ayan. Lapit kayo sa mic, freshman. By the way, I'm a sophomore. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, freshman and Stan, tama? Alright.
If you ever leave me, baby, leave some muffin at my door. 'Cause it would take a whole lot of medication to realize what we used to have, we don't have it anymore.
Presenting freshman. Go guys.
1, 2, 3, go. Hindi ba't ang sabi mo, tanging ako lamang ang iibigin, mapakailan pa man, ngunit sinayang mo, pagmamahal na alay ko. Nasaan na ang mga pangako mo? Bumalik ka na.
Oh my God!
Mahusay, no? Mahusay.
Naku, alam niyo, matagal na ako nag-aabang ng ganitong boy band. Kung hindi niyo natatanong, isa sa mga best friend ko at kaibigan, ewan ko kilala niyo si Michael Gatdula. No? Siya yung basta kumanta nung kunin mo na ang lahat sa akin. Yan, Jeremiah. Ay, hindi! Formula yon, oo. Sa pangunguna ni Larry Hermoso. Ayan. So, anong pangalan ng mga gwapong to at naku, alam mo, naalala ko ng panahon ko. Ganyan din ako eh. Oo.
Simple lang.
Pakilala kayo isa-isa para naman yung mga kaibigan nyo, kamag-anak nyo, maniwala nandito kayo. Baka sabihin nandito.
Pwede rin kayong kumuha sa camera.
Alright.
Napanood tayo sa live stream.
Hindi sila nakikita kami na. Alright, sige, pakilala kayo isa-isa.
Ako po si Sam.
Ako po si Derek.
Ako po si Patrick.
Ako po si Levi.
Ako naman po si Pocholo. Bakit? May problema kayo?
Actually po, yung fifth member po namin may sakit.
Hindi, ako na nga yun eh.
May sakit.
Hindi, anong full name ninyo? Kasi pag nagpakilala dapat full name. Kasi maraming Patrick, si Sam, di ba? Maraming Patrick Starfish yan, di ba? Sam Milby yan.
Ako po si John Derek Hernale.
Ako po si David Samaison.
Ako po si Levi Montilla.
And si Patrick Joshua Abeleda.
Alright, ilang taon na kayo?
17 years old po, Derek.
Kala ko 17 years na kayo kumakanta.
19 years old po.
16 years old.
16.
Talaga?
Wow.
Sigurado kayo? So, paano naman kayo nabuo? Ano nangyari?
Through audition po.
Audition.
5 months ago.
Kanino?
6
months ago.
Paano, saan, at paano nagsimula?
Nag-audition po kami sa Better Living Parañaque po kay Sir Bobby Nazareno.
Okay, and then, what happened? So, may album na ba kayo? Gagawa ba kayo?
Hopefully. And, pero, soon po, yung first single na kinanta po namin kanina, yung po yung Bumalik Ka Na.
So, original yon, original. Sige, may request lang ako sa inyo, no? Kakantahin nyo, you're listening to Voice of the Youth Radio. Ganon, nga, ganon.
Tandaan nyo.
You're listening to Voice of the Youth Radio. Yun lang, pero gawa nyo ng rhythm. You are listening to Voice of the Youth Radio, pero to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Parang to the Voice of the Philippines. Papalitan nyo lang yung Philippines ng... Okay, sige ha. Pakinggan natin yung galing nito. Baka mamaya, kabisote lang ito sa tono. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Freshman. Talo na. Okay, sige.
5, 6, 7.
Ano ba yung melody?
You
are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio.
Ayan, sige nga. Ayan.
1, 2, 3. You were listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio.
Pasado ba? Pasado?
Hindi ako umiikot Teka. Dapat mapapaikot. Ayan yung camera. Sige nga, tingnan natin. Mas gandahan niyo yung yung melody, ha? Sige nga. Pag-isipan niyo. Ayan na-challenge kayo. Ang dali lang 'yon.
You're listening. 5.
Sige, pag-usapan niyo muna.
5, 6, 7, 8. You are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio.
Pwede. Alright, pwede nang pagtsagaan. Okay, si Stan naman, no? Ayan, hello, ito. Ano nangyari? Ba't wala ka sa top 4? Hinihintay kita Kala ko, may labang ka ng boxing
Biloria.
Kamukha ni Biloria.
Sabi na. Yan din po tawag sa akin dun. Siguro po ganun lang po. Hindi pa po siguro talaga time.
Pero alam mo, usually, ang mga sumisikat, yung mga hindi nananalo. Dahil nagkakaroon sila ng mga challenge. Kita mo si Charis Mempenko. Alam niyo ba pang ilan siya nun? Dun sa, hindi nga yata, pang third pa yata siya. Sa, ano bang show yon? Little Big Star. Ayan. Pero, basta, keep on pushing. Wala namang, basta, always remember, kailangan may uniqueness sa pagkanta ninyo.
Opo.
Yung point ba na, uy, okay yan, bago yun sino yun? Kasi ang nangyayari ngayon, puro revival, hindi sisikat yan, puro kayo revival kumbaga may original na, ginaya mo, pag gumawa ka ng sarili mo. So, I believe all of you one day, ang ganda ng boses nyo, will become famous, no? Pagdating sa pagkanta. Pero at the end of the day, kailangan alam niyo kung sino kayo at anong bakit nyo ginagawa yan. Hindi lang kakanta kayo dahil gusto nyo sumikat. Kumakanta kayo dahil may advocacy kayo sa buhay nyo. That will make you different, hindi lang unique, no? Different from everyone else. Tama, Kuya Yeng?
Tama.
So, ano bang pwede mong share sa kanila?
Sabi nga nila, diba, yung strengths daw. Pag sabi mong strengths, paano mo ba na-develop yung strength mo? Sabi nila, it's talent times investment. Talagang kailangan mo lang talaga mag-invest dun sa talent mo. Because talent alone is not, hindi pa siya strength Pero but if you work on it, if you put time on it, if you hone it, magiging strength siya.
Tama. Tsaka, lahat naman may talent.
Tama.
Kaya lang iba, hinahide. Kaya hidden talent. So, kung may talent, katulad nyo, hanga ako sa mga taong pinapakita ang talento nila at na-share sa ibang tao. Lalo na, yung talent mo, ginagamit mo pang-motivate, pang-inspire ng ibang tao. So, Stan, anong plano mo sa buhay mo pagkatapos ng The Voice of the Philippines?
Kung meron pong yun sana na gagawa po sana ng album. If
manawagan ka. Manawagan.
Yun po. Tapos, syempre po, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po kahit ganun po yung nangyari.
Ano may plano ba yung kabilang station sa'yo?
Hindi ko po alam.
Wala naman promises pagdating sa ganyan, di ba? At least, ang kagandahan nito, nabigyan ka ng exposure na hindi nakukuha ng maraming tao. The Voice of the Philippines pa yan. Oh. At I think meron kaming plano ni Ronald, no? Tama. At halos katunog nung The Voice of the Philippines. Ito, The Voice of the Youth, Singing Idol. Kuya, tara, dito ka sa mikropono at pag-uusapan din natin mamaya yan. Ano ba yung plano natin dyan sa Singing Idol na Voice of the Youth Singing Idol?
Yeah.
Sige, ano ba yan?
It's open to all the teens and
youth.
To all the youths.
Mga 15 to 25.
15 to 25 years old. At this is a nationwide search.
Oo, tama yan. Kasi parang
excited na ako
walang professional,
natin
no?
Oo,
kasi parang minsan lugi kung professional na, kumakanta na, kakalaban amateur, first timer. Mahirapan talaga eh.
Correct.
Pero pag talagang magaling, minsan tinatalo yung mga
at saka talaga siguro maghahanap talaga tayo, magpuprobinsya tayo on this.
Ayan.
As well.
Naku, napakagandang plano. Bakit natin ginagawa to? To give opportunities.
That's good.
And I think it's one way to promote OPM.
Exactly.
No, especially, alam mo, napakaganda ng OPM eh.
Correct.
Hindi ko na maintindihan bakit nagre-revive tayo ng mga international song at alam mo, ang lingwahe natin, ang wika nating Filipino, napakaganda pakinggan.
Correct.
'Di ba? Lalo na pag kinanta na may puso ba? Di ba ramdam na ramdam mo kaysa yung English, hindi mo nga naintindihan sinasabi.
Totoo yan.
Maganda lang yung melody, yung rhythm, pero hindi anong bata ako na kinakanta ko, hindi ko naintindihan eh.
Correct.
Hindi katulad ng Filipino, if you speak or magsalita ka o kumanta ka ng Tagalog, maganda pakinggan.
Tama. So, I'm excited on this. Sa bagay, sinabi na naman natin to. So, sa mga listeners natin, be ready kasi we're going to launch very soon The Voice of the Youth Singing Idol.
Oh, kita nyo, with partnership with Voice of the Youth Radio. Actually, idea talaga na galing sa akin yan.
Oo, nag-usap lang kami.
May age group ba yan? May age group para makasali ka?
Yes, 15 to 25 years old.
Yan yung mga time na nagsisimula at nangangarap pa rin yung mga tao. Pero yung iba nga, bata pa lang, sikat na eh. Alam niyo ba si Charis, 2 taon pa lang kumakanta na. Actually, sanggol pa lang sa loob ng tiyan ng nanay. Ganun siya talented. Talentado talaga itong batang. Oo. Alam mo na, direct ko yan si Charis sa isang animation, yung Little Big Deeds. Ako si Masigla. Sabi niya,
Hi! Sabi ko, Hi, my name is Masigla, magical singing lapis, and I would like to be your friend.
Sabi ni Charis, magical singing lapis? Alright. O sige, alam mo, we only have 5 minutes to go at this is your chance to promote everything that you want.
Yun nga po, sa October 9 po, sana po makapunta po kayong lahat sa Music Museum, sa Gawad Music Awards po. And yun po, please follow me on Twitter at Stan Perfecto. Yes, may Twitter na ako. Tapos
ngayon lang ha. Ngayon ka lang.
Opo. Tapos mamaya po, may gig po ako mamaya sa White Plains sa may Benito's Restaurant po sa may 83C Katipunan. 8 PM po siya, and then sa October 19. Meron po ba sa October 19? Nakalimutan ko na. Pero yun po, sa ngayon po, yun pa lang po ngayon.
Alright, sige. Oh, freshman. Baka naman, nag-aaral ba kayo?
Opo.
Buti na. Dalawa sa inyo freshman, 16 eh, no?
Apat na taon na doon silang freshman.
Sige. Any gig or concert?
Ayun po, sa October 9 po, sa Gawad Musica, we'll be guesting there po. Tapos,
libre lang to ha?
Opo, libre.
Sinong organizer niyan?
Gawad Musica Awards.
Ayan, Gawad Musica Awards. So, si Sir, kamusta? Yung ating, pwede bang magsalita? Kasi napakatipid niya kanina, sabi, hi. Yun lang sinabi niya. Hi, nako. Okay. Sige. Sino ba? Anong pangalan mo ulit?
Vas Bismarck.
Ang ganda pa naman ng boses nito.
Pati pangalan, maganda.
Actually, I came out with a digital produce. I was producing a digital song for Lumaricana for the freshmen. So, it'll be out soon.
Wait, tama. Alam mo, we can partner. Yung Voice of the Youth, we are everywhere in the country and we can help you out promote your group. Malay mo, invite ko kayo sa Cebu, Davao, yung mga talks ko doon. Baka may kakilala. Yun lang, walang bayad, ha? Hindi. Alam nyo, minsan, yan ang tandaan nyo. Pag nagsisimula kayo, wag kayong magtatanong magkano ba kikitain ko dyan.
Tama.
Dahil karamihan ng mga kakilala ko, nagsisimula pa lang, malaki na ulo. May talent ka, pero mas marami magaling sa'yo. Pero the only way you can promote yourself and to market yourself is to literally share your skills and talents without anything in return. Kasi, alam mo, you give yourself, parang tawag lang, kuya, yung parang binibigyan mo siya ng opportunity na marinig ka ng ibang tao. Yung idea na lang na binibigyan mo yung sarili mo ng pagkakataon, ay isang malaking bagay na yon. Alright?
So yeah, we have a lot of plans for the freshmen and Stan. So actually very happy seeing them. So I really look forward with probably helping them also in coming up with regards to their career in music.
Yan. Alam mo ko, sir, no? Kailangan na maraming kabataan ng tulad mo. Kasi, ang sikreto lang naman, magtulungan tayo. Alam mo, pag nagtutulungan tayo lahat, walang magiging problema. Anyway, maraming salamat po sa punta ninyo dito sa aming napakagandang programa, according to myself.
Ako na rin magsasabi.
Programa ko yan.
Napakagandang programa.
Kuya, nako, 1 minuto na lang matatapos na tayo. Anything na gusto mong i-share?
Wala naman, okay naman.
May mga talks ka ba?
Meron ako sa November 30 sa Seda Hotel. Jumpstart Your Success with my 2 friends, Ardy Abelio and Ariel Marquez.
Oy, si Ardy?
Yes.
Ano pa? Bili ka ng libro ni
get a copy of my book, Start Something in Productive Pinoy, available sa National Bookstore.
By the way, ito, sila yung magkaka-partner yan, si Kuya Jason. Last week nandito si Kuya Jason, no? And anything na anyone na gusto nyong batiin?
Batiin ko lang yung wife ko nandiyan sa labas. Hello. Hello, wife.
Ay, hello po.
Thank you for waiting for me.
Ayan. Anyway, it has been another 1.5 wonderful, inspiring, motivating radio show again. Nako. Again, sa lahat ng mga gustong i-add kami sa Facebook, hanapin nyo lang Voice of the Youth Radio or email us at voteyouradio@gmail.com. At maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nakasama natin dito. Kuya Yeng, salamat po.
Salamat,
and also to Garv, ako na magpapaalam para sa inyo. And this has been your this is the Voice Master, Pocholo Gonzales. And next week, hindi nyo ako makasama. Until November, magkarinigan tayo dito sa ating programa, The Voice of the Youth Radio. Makakasama nyo mga kabataan sa loob ng 3 linggo. Sila Dan, yan, sila Jexy. Anyway, thank you very much. God bless you all. At mabuhay ang kabataang Pilipino.
What's up, y'all? My name is Apple the App, and listen to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Pakinggan niyo.
Hi, this is Boy Abunda, and you are listening to the Voice of the Youth Radio. Ikaw na.
You have just listened to another inspiring, motivating, and empowering episode of Voice of the Youth Radio with the voice master himself, Mr. Pocholo Gonzales. Together with the Voice of the Youth Network and the Student Voice Artist Society. Like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/VOTY Radio. That's VOTY Radio. Tune in again